What can we do?
I don't know if these two problems are related. They might be.
This is my 97 or 98 Big Bear, Yamaha Big Bear, and I'm putting a snowplow on it. I found the snowplow at a car swap meet for $75 a couple years ago. And last year I kind of made this bracket out of some angle iron I found. I cut it to length and fitted it underneath the four-wheeler where everything just bolts onto the frame with all these U-bolts. So this goes on the back, this goes in the middle, this goes in the front. It's got U-bolts that I made from got them from the hardware store, that they wrap around this bar here. They wrap around this bar here, and they wrap around the front bar here after I took off the front skid plate. So this is a $49 Harbor Freight winch. And I've got the controller back here. Ran the wires up to a switch up here so I can raise and lower the blade. Underneath for the battery, I just ran wires all the way up to the front, and I've got like a quick disconnect here that plugs into this. So when I'm not using a winch, these little wires that go all the way up to the front aren't hot. It needed a key-on source, and there's a little power adapter here. I think it's for a spotlight or something to take power off the battery. And I just plug the wire that goes down to the controller to turn it on into one of those connections that's hot whenever the key's on. So I'm going to mount this, and you'll see this thing in action. Okay, here's the Big Bear with the snowplow attached. You can see there's a little clamp right there that's holding it on, and there's two under there. You can see those, one on each side. There's two right there. And so I've got it mounted. I've got the Harbor Freight winch mounted on there too, and this was an old bed frame part that it's going to hold my light. The model bar on top there with two lights on it, just like the big truck, so I can see when the plow is up. So here it is. I've got the switch up here to move it up and down. I've got a pulley I mounted right there, and I drilled a hole and put a big muffler clamp in there to hook the hook onto, the winch hook. So if you want to see it go up and down, so you can see why I left that little leg for the wheel from a bed frame on there, so it's up high enough to go over the plow, because as you can see the two headlights are blocked now, and I usually have to get it up this high so I can reach over the handlebars and then tilt it like this. So I know some people might say, well, why are you raising it up so high? Your headlights are covered. And this is exactly why, because when I'm riding, I want to reach over the handlebars and reach that lever, and then I can tilt it. So here it is going up and down. You can see it's a very nice snowplow. I used it last year, but I had to weld up some more stuff today just to get it a little bit better because last year I did it when it was cold out and there was snow on the ground, so I couldn't take my time, and luckily today it's just raining. But this is what the Big Bear looks like with the snowplow attached. Got a cheap, my other Lincoln welder went out, and I found a code to get this Eastwood Mig welder for this Mig 135 for $199. And I've been welding with it all day. Works very well. So it says it can weld up to 1/4 inch, and it's a little cool out today, but it was just burning the steel. I welded a little bracket underneath there to hold my pulley. I welded this all together. I welded the rest of my my bracket together where it was a little bit light on the weld from last year, so I might put one more crossbar across here with some more of those U-clamps. That way I'll have 2 in the back, maybe 2 in the middle, maybe 4, and then I'll have the ones in the middle down there. You know, because there's another clamp that goes across the bar underneath the drive shaft, and then the 2 in the front. So that'll keep the whole bottom of the frame rigid. Okay, so that's it. The Big Bear with a snowplow. Got the metal, the angle iron free. Somebody left it in the parking lot. Got the winch for $49, Harbor Freight deal. It's a 2,000-pound winch. And I got the snowplow for $75. So the rest of it